Welcome guys, we are finally here for championship week. We have made it all the way back to the championship game in college football. This is our junior year. We made it last year with SMU, but then we transferred to Oregon this season, and now we are back in the championship game. But on a serious note, before we get started in this video, I had a few things I wanted to talk about before we got into the action. Maybe some of you have noticed after my videos at the end on the subscribe little page, I had RIP Hank. Just kind of want to go a little bit into what that is, what that's about. A few years ago, maybe 1 or 2 years ago, this guy I used to play hockey with, tragically he passed away. His life was gone definitely too soon. He played at the University of Oregon after we played together in New York. We played in New York for about 1 season. I'm not gonna act like we were like best friends or anything like that, but we spent a lot of time together, long nights, long games, practices almost every day. Such a great guy. Someone definitely left an impact on my life and my journey and my career there in New York. The little time we spent there just felt like, you know, we all got to know each other. Unexpectedly passed away. And you know, I don't want to make why I went to Oregon, you know, that's the main reason why I chose to transfer to Oregon. It wasn't, but it is a part of it though. Wanted to just do a small little tribute in honor to Hank, because he, like I said, he was playing at the University of Oregon, playing hockey for them. It's just a small little gesture I could do. And I didn't want to say this before this whole last season played out, because I didn't want to make it about that. I didn't want to, you know, mooch off views or whatnot just for that purpose. That's why I wanted to include it into this final game of this season, because I definitely wanted to give him his flowers, his family, condolences and prayers. Still thinking about him as much as we can. Like I said, we weren't like the best of buddies or anything, but we spent a lot of time together. He's definitely a great human being, gone too soon. This is a little tribute to him and his family. Thinking about you. I don't know if this will ever get to any of you guys in that community or his family, but yeah, here we go. All right, guys, we are finally here for the last week of the season, which is championship week. Just looking at the journey to the championship so far in this playoffs, we did not have a first round matchup because we had the bye as the number 3 seed, but Oklahoma State, who we are playing the championship, played against Oklahoma in the first round. They were the 9th seed playing against number 8. They ended up winning that by 3 against Oklahoma, which is one of their rivals. Then they played against number 1 seed Auburn in the second round, and they beat them. They upset them. Then in the semifinals last week, they played against Ole Miss, number 5 Ole Miss, and they beat them 42-40. So they are on a crazy run right now. They are the number 9 seed, but I wouldn't take that into any consideration, you know, putting in the fact that they beat all these good teams that are supposedly better than them, and their record on the season is 15-1. So that number 9 next to them doesn't mean anything. This team is the real deal. But looking at us, like I said, we had the first round bye. We played against Pittsburgh in the second round, took care of them. Then we played against Ohio State last week in the semifinals. Pretty low scoring game, good defensive battle, but at the end we pulled it off, winning 10-7. And now we are here. We're 13-1 on the season, going against Oklahoma State, 15-1. Championship game. Not sure if this will be our last video or not, if we can get the job done, but we will see. Let's jump into the championship game. here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the championship game here against Oklahoma State. They are 15-1 on the season. We are 13-1. Defense did their thing to start the ball game. Now it's our first time here on offense, but we are at the 4-yard line, so we gotta be careful here. Oh no! Oh my God!
It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call.
Okay, back on the ball here. Defense got another stop, but if you saw that, we got a holding at the 4-yard line. So that is a 5-yard penalty, which resulted in a safety for the other team. Oh my God, that's not a good throw. So the other team got 2 points off of that safety, which is not great. We're back here at our 8-yard line. We need to, oh my God, where did that guy come from? We gotta get our offense going here. 3rd down here. Not great field positioning, but we gotta get out of this situation. Oh my God. Back on offense. Defense is doing their thing. We're still down by 2 here in the 2nd quarter, but we are finally in a better field position here. We're at the 20-yard line. There we go. First completion. 2nd and 20 here. Oh my God. Good catch. 1st down here.
And very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that.
Check down. 2nd and 2 here at the 43-yard line. 2 minutes left before halftime. We do start with the ball next half. Good run. Oh my God. What a run. 1st down here at the 36-yard line. Oh my God, he beat him. Come on. What? Did he just overthrow that, or I don't know what happened, but he had him beat there. 2nd down here. That's not a good ball.
Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, they come out of that nickel package. The move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness.
Okay, back after halftime here. They did end up getting a field goal, so we're down by 5 now here in the 3rd quarter. We gotta get something going here. Our offense has been pretty limited so far. 2nd and 12 here. Good catch. 1st down here at the 41-yard line. Oh, drop down. 2nd down here. Block for him. There we go. 1st down here at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, it's play action.
Stay in. Come on. 2nd and 12 here.
Back to throw again. Looking to scramble.
Come on, block for me.
He's going to take off here.
There we go. 3rd and 2 here at the 41-yard line. We gotta pick this up.
This is the 6th play on the drive. 3rd down, it's a
There we go. Good run. 1st down here at the 33-yard line. Still down by 5 here in the 3rd quarter. Gotta put some points up.
Looking to throw the football.
Wide open. There we go. 1st down here at the 14-yard line. Oh my God. Get in there. 1st and goal here at the 2-yard line. Come on. Easy touchdown. Let's go.
And that will give them the lead now. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that.
Back on offense here. We did get our 1st touchdown, but so did Oklahoma State. So now we're down by 5 here. 7 seconds left before the 4th quarter. Oh my God. Getting the 4th quarter here. 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to make a
Come on.
play deep downfield.
Oh my God, that was so risky. 3rd and 3 here.
Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism,
Here we go.
hands. In a 1st down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Good catch. 1st down here at the 37-yard line. Here in the 4th quarter, down by 5.
Oh
my God, good cut. Hurries up.
But that's a solid game. defense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
The pass rush closing in.
Oh my God, the dot. First down here at the 19-yard line. Block for him. You got blocked better over there. Second and 8 here at the 17-yard line. Need a touchdown. Block for him, block for him. Go, go, go. Oh my God, what a spin. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
The back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Come on. There we go. Touchdown.
And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back on offense here. Kind of surprised we didn't go for 2 there, but I think our defense got a turnover. So we're up by 2 here, late in the fourth, 14-12 right now. Second down at the 43, minute 13 left. Come on. Third and 9 here. They have one more timeout left. Hopefully we pick this up. Come on. Get up there. Oh my God, he's so slow. We could have had that. Our defense got the huge stop. We were only up by 2. So if they would have scored a field goal or anything, we would have lost. But our defense came up clutch there. He'll kneel us out and we will win the championship game here. Our junior season with the Oregon Ducks.
So much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome.
We finally win the big one after last year's heartbreaking loss in the championship with SMU. We do it here this year with Oregon. Oklahoma State had a crazy run to the finals, but they ran out of gas and they had opportunity to win it there late, but we got it done. Our defense definitely won us this game here, but we are now national champions.
And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Oregon Ducks.
All right, we won the championship game. We finally got it done. We are here in the off season now. Not gonna lie, my original plan was if we won the championship, I was just gonna enter the NFL draft, and that was gonna be the end of this the series. It was gonna be the end, probably until next season, until the next game comes out. I mean, there's gonna be different content for this video game, but in terms of Road to Glory, that was probably gonna be it. But then I thought, what's better than 1 championship? 2. And it is going to be my senior year if I stay. So I get one more shot at it before we go to the NFL. And looking at this transfer portal, there's a lot of good teams. Obviously, a lot of teams want me because I won the championship and I've been highly touted and recruited for the past few years now. Some of the top teams include Louisville, Minnesota, and Ohio State. But there's a part of me that wants to stay at Oregon and try to run it back, go back to back, finish out my college career with them. And it is in the Big Ten, so it is competitive. But in my opinion, I feel like I've won everything. But then, no, I actually haven't won everything. There's still one thing that I haven't won in college, and that is the Heisman Trophy. I feel like we easily could have been stayed in contention last season. We did start off as the favorite to win Heisman last year, but we had some troubles with the coach taking us out early out of games that teams we were blowing out, which is just hard to, keep up in your stats with when you're being pulled from games at halftime. And you don't really have a choice because that's just what the coach is doing. I feel like maybe the best way to maybe win the Heisman Trophy is to go to the SEC. But just because they play more competition a lot more often, in the Big Ten there's a lot of big teams, but there's a lot of softer teams also on the bottom tier. So it doesn't help your case as much. And also, what affected our chances last year. We still had some interception problems, not as bad as we had the past few seasons. Definitely went down this season, but that does hurt you a lot in the race also. I think I am leaning towards the SEC here, but I don't want to go to one of the big dogs like Georgia, Alabama, or Texas. You know, kind of want to make it a little difficult on ourselves here in our last year, try to run it back championship again. I think my 3 options right now that I'm leaning towards is Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Florida. Not really sure which one I want, but I think those are my top 3 right now. Did consider Mizzou. Mizzou was one of my teams I considered coming out of college, but I just don't think they really have enough to get the job done on the championship side of it. But we will see. You never know. It could be one of those other teams. I could stay at Oregon still. Who knows? But we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, for our senior year, our last season in this Road to Glory, we are going to play at the University of Ole Miss. Yes, we are going to Ole Miss next season. I don't know, just our last season. They have really cool jerseys, really good school, good football school, and they play tough competition on a yearly basis. So that'll help us a lot in improving, and definitely for the Heisman race, which is what we're trying to go for, also along with the back-to-back championship. If you're looking at the Heisman Trophy prediction before the first week, it looks like we are the favorite to win right now, followed along by a wide receiver from Georgia, quarterback from Ohio State, the quarterback from Oregon who replaces me from last season, and a quarterback from Florida. So that is some stiff competition there, but we are the favorites right now. But we know how that goes. We were last year too. We'll see how it goes. We have some competition coming up, as you know, in the SEC schedule. First 4 weeks looks pretty easy, but after that, we get hit with our hard conference play. So we will see you next week for the start of our last season.